I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And for today's video celebrating 30 years with the Sega Master System, we are going to look at the rest of the third-party published games.
Oh, they have 4 as well.
And there's 4, yeah. So Activision represented half of all of the third-party games. And then we have Parker Brothers, which represents these 3, and then finally Seismic.
Okay.
And I am, of course, referring only to the U.S. library. In other regions, the Master System was much more successful.
Yes.
So let us jump right into the Parker Brothers Sega Master System games. And we will start alphabetically with King's Quest, Quest for the Crown. This is a remake of the first King's Quest game.
Mm-hmm.
And it has, as far as I can tell, I've never played the original PC version, but it has all of the trappings and failings of that game in a console. Which is to say, if you don't do this perfectly, you die, and you start over and over again. I played the very first part of the game, and I kept falling into a pond and dying. Because I could not tell where the bridge, which was curved, I was supposed to walk over. So, in case it's not clear, I've never been a huge fan of the King's Quest game. I like the LucasArts style better, where they don't punish you for every single thing. But nevertheless, King's Quest is a classic, and it was ported to the Sega Master System. I think the controls and graphics are pretty good. But I'm just not a huge fan of the style of trial and error.
Mm-hmm. Do you also like see enemies and try to defeat enemies?
It's more. It's not an action game. It's kind of an adventure game. So I didn't get far enough to get any enemies. I saw a troll, but I think you're actually. It's not. You're not battling them.
Okay.
You're not battling them. I think it's puzzle solving mostly. All right, that's King's Quest. Next is Montezumas Revenge, featuring Panama Joe. This is one of the last games I got.
You actually got it twice.
I got it twice, that's right, because I bought it and it was smoke damaged, and then I found it for even cheaper in better condition. So I grabbed it and flipped the other one, revealing that it was smoke damaged. In any case, this is a kind of an adventure game. It says a text adventure, but I don't think there's text in it. There's a little bit of reading, but this is really just exploring a cave or a tomb, and it appears to be some platforming, some finding of keys.
Don't get run over by skulls.
Don't get run over by skulls. Don't fall into the flaming pits. Everything's a hazard. The environment, if you fall too far, you die. So I didn't get very far, but it appears to be a sequence. If you go, you get the keys, and then you can open up the doors and basically make your way out. It seems to be kind of an interesting game if I can get through the platforming struggles of it. So I think I probably would enjoy this game. Okay, Montezuma's Revenge, featuring Panama Joe. And this has been ported to a number of systems. I think that even the 2600, I might have this for the 5200, ColecoVision. So this is kind of an older game when it came out for the Master System, but I think it's clear that this is probably the graphically the best version. All right, and then the final Parker Brothers game is a classic I remember from the Apple II, from the PC. We got it on the PC, and that is Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I know there are a number of Carmen Sandiego games. I think Where in Time was ported to Super Nintendo or NES. There's one for the NES. There's one for the Super Nintendo. I don't know if they used Where in the World. I think Where in the World is the first of the series. In any case, the port on this for the Master System is actually pretty good, and it's, I don't remember exactly what the PC version was like, but this seems similar. You fly to different locations, you try to pick up clues so that you can get a warrant for the arrest, and then you have to understand the clues to know which locations in the world to go to. And after 2 or 3 or 4 areas, you catch up with the person, you catch them, and then you go on to the next mission. I didn't play it that long. I only played one mission, but this actually seems pretty fun. I might give this one a little bit more of a try. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego for the Sega Master System. And then finally is RC Grand Prix. This is by Seismic. And this is the game I have by far spent the most time with. This is a RC racing game. And the keys to this game are, all controls are car relative. So you got to know if you're moving down, that if you push to the left, the car is going to turn to the left, not move to the left on the screen. It's pretty fast paced. As you win races, you get to buy equipment like gears and motors and tires. Makes the game a little bit easier. I had a lot of fun with this. This is actually the game that my brother and I were playing, and we were getting very close to winning it. And then you called me.
Oh,
you called me on the phone, and then I took your call, and then while I was on the phone, my brother won the game. So he gets the recognition for the first just beat it on this game.
Oh,
that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But had a lot of fun with this. I think it's supposed to be the Master System version of RC Pro-Am. Did I mention that already? And if I did, I'll simply say at this point, and I'm sure it's probably better. I haven't spent a lot of time with Pro-Am, but this is a fun game.
Now, did you guys play together? You guys play cooperative? You guys played separately?
No, it does say 1 to 4 players, but we've never actually tried that. I don't know how that 4-player thing works. There certainly wasn't an adapter or anything in the U.S. that I'm aware of.
How is it 4-player?
So I'll look it up. But RC Grand Prix, this is quite a good game, and it is the last of the the last of the third-party games that we're going to talk about of the 8 for the U.S. Master System.
Awesome.
And that ought to do it.
All right. We hope that you are enjoying our video series, and we're going to continue to put out a few more videos, and so check back for more as we celebrate 30 years with the Sega Master System.